Day after day, decisions are made in split seconds, reactions born not from reflection but impulse. According to findings in behavioral psychology, close to 90% of what we decide each day stems from emotion, not reason. Just think about that. Most of our words, deeds, and regrets don't come from thoughtful choices. They arise from instinctive responses we never pause to manage. That's exactly why the Stoics of old gave so much weight to mastering our interior life. They grasped what today's science is only beginning to validate. If you govern your response, you shape your world. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and a towering Stoic mind, once penned, "You have authority over your own thoughts, not over external conditions. Understand this, and you'll uncover strength." This statement echoes through generations because it reminds us of a crucial reality. Peace isn't lost to events, it's stolen by how we respond to them. When someone offends you, when expectations fail, when life spirals, our instinct is often to lash out, defend, or rage. But here lies the paradox. Every time we allow emotions to lead, we surrender our command. We allow others to hijack how we think, feel, and behave. That's not liberty, it's bondage to reflex. Choosing not to react isn't weakness, it's discernment. It's the skill of favoring grace over chaos, stillness over noise, perception over confusion. In a world obsessed with haste and volume, the person who waits, who reflects, who holds still, gains power. But before we explore further, reflect on this. Recall the last moment you wished you could take back your words. Perhaps a heated exchange, a hasty message, a snap judgment. That heaviness afterwards. It's the toll of action without thought. Reacting without space always takes more than it gives. And here's the revelation. Mastering your reaction doesn't mean ignoring emotion or hiding it. It means creating a space between stimulus and your response. That space is where strength, calm, and clarity are born. The Stoics called this practice virtue, the greatest human pursuit. And in their view, virtue wasn't holiness. It was living in step with courage, wisdom, fairness, and inner discipline. That discipline begins right at the brink of reaction. Picture this. Anger pushes you to lash out. Fear tells you to retreat. Ego urges you to clash. But wisdom whispers, pause, breathe. Choose that stillness, that sacred refusal to be dragged into emotional chaos. That's where transformation begins. What you're about to experience in this journey isn't theory, it's practical insight. Real, grounded methods you can use to become resilient in an unpredictable world. These are timeless tools, the same ones the Stoics once used, now accessible in our workplaces, homes, and most of all, within. Life will test you. People will provoke you. Challenges will wear on you. But the truth is, no one can control you unless you hand them the reins through your reactions. Epictetus, another legendary Stoic, said it plainly. It's not what occurs that shapes you, it's how you respond. Every insult, setback, or frustration is simply a doorway, an opportunity to rise above automatic reaction and choose clarity instead. So today, as we move forward, don't merely listen, practice, visualize, see yourself in the heat of conflict and imagine remaining composed, unmoved, unshaken. That's the essence of inner mastery. And before we enter the first principle, if this message resonates, support it. Like the video, leave your insights in the comments. Share it with someone who needs these words, and subscribe so you don't miss more lessons on strength and stillness. Say it with intention and post it below. I choose wisdom instead of reaction. Lesson 1. The pause that protects, your doorway to liberation. In a society that idolizes instant gratification, quietness is radical. We live immersed in a culture demanding immediate replies, snap decisions, and knee-jerk judgments. But here's the truth. The faster we react, the less we think. That's where danger quietly creeps in. The Stoics uncovered a deep truth. The most influential person in the room isn't the one who speaks first. It's the one who waits. Waiting isn't weakness. It's wisdom veiled in patience. Seneca, the revered Roman philosopher, once observed, "The finest remedy for anger is delay." He didn't propose silence or evasion, but pause, a sacred pause. This pause becomes your armor. It's the breath that keeps words from becoming weapons and feelings from chaining your actions. Just reflect. How many wars? How many estranged friendships? How many broken homes might have been spared with one simple moment of restraint? One breath, one pause, one beat. Yet the pause isn't merely about preventing damage. It's a portal to insight. In the stillness, you begin to see with fresh eyes. You start separating the chatter of emotion from the clarity of reason. Neuroscience backs this too. React impulsively, and the amygdala, your survival brain, takes charge. But pause, even briefly, and the prefrontal cortex, your seat of judgment, steps in. That small break rewires your ability to choose wisely. The Stoics believed control isn't about manipulating circumstances. It's about governing your response, and it begins with the pause. Imagine someone mocks you publicly. The instinct is to strike back, defend, retaliate. But if you pause, even for a breath, you rob that attack of its power. You turn a trigger into an opportunity for poise. This isn't about perpetual silence, nor bottling up feelings. It's about rediscovering the lost discipline of reflection, responding when centered, not when provoked. That sacred pause takes many forms. A single breath before you reply, a quiet walk before you react, shutting your eyes before a major choice, whispering to yourself, "Wait, let's think." These brief delays become shields from regret. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "If something external troubles you, the pain isn't from the thing itself, but from your opinion of it. And this you can revoke at any time." That revocation begins in the pause. It's the moment you reclaim authorship over your mind. And what about perception? Won't others see you as weak for hesitating? Absolutely not. The opposite is true. The one who waits is seen with awe, for they reveal they are not puppets of their impulses. They show that their self-respect is more valuable than fleeting pride. Picture a lion. It doesn't respond to every rustle in the brush. It waits, observes, chooses its moment. Its patience isn't passivity, it's power. So too with us. The pause is a portal, a doorway to freedom. Freedom from regret, from being manipulated, from emotional servitude. In that moment of restraint, you seize your life back. Here's a practice to begin now. The rule of 3 breaths. The next time frustration grips you, commit to taking 3 deliberate breaths. Inhale deeply, hold, exhale slowly, again and again. By the 3rd breath, the emotion begins to shift. The fire fades, the fog clears. That's the magic of pausing. Stoicism wasn't just abstract thinking, it was a lived philosophy. And this practice, this deliberate pause, is one of its most accessible gifts. Because in the end, your life isn't defined by how rapidly you reply, but by how wisely you choose. So the next time the world rattles you, and it will, remember, not every moment calls for a comeback. Some call for your breath, your silence, and your stillness. In that quiet, you'll find not emptiness, but strength. Epictetus taught, "No one is truly free unless they rule themselves." The pause is where that rule begins. Pause, inhale, decide. That's how wisdom starts. Let this echo inside you and share it in the comments. I pause, I breathe, I choose. Lesson 2. Reflections of the soul. What your reactions reveal about you. Responses are not just reactions to what happens, they are reflections. Mirrors showing us what lives inside. When someone hits a nerve, the issue isn't the touch, it's what the touch reveals. The Stoics saw emotions not as foes to conquer, but as signs to interpret. They believed feelings point us toward the parts of ourselves still fragile, still bound by fear, ego, or pain. Epictetus put it clearly, "When someone aggravates you, remember, it is your judgment that disturbs you." In essence, the person's words aren't the cause of your anger. It's how you frame their words that fuels it. The comment is outside you, but your fury is born within. That internal fire is a mirror reflecting your beliefs. If criticism enrages you, perhaps pride is holding the wheel. If being ignored devastates you, perhaps your confidence needs grounding. If waiting leaves you restless, perhaps patience hasn't been nurtured. Each emotional spike is a signal, a clue to your internal world. That's the power of reactions. They expose the areas we often hide. Many of us move through life pointing fingers. They made me furious. They ruined my mood. They crossed the line. But the Stoic lens flips the question inward. Why did I let them have that kind of influence? And here's the gift. When you start viewing reactions as insights, you stop feeling ashamed of them. You stop blaming others. You begin learning. Every outburst becomes an invitation to grow more self-aware. Picture this. Someone accuses you of lying. If you know you're honest, you'll feel calm. But if the accusation stings, maybe it's because you once lied. Or perhaps you're clinging too tightly to your image. The reaction reveals the wound. The wound shows you where to heal. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminded himself, "If someone proves me wrong, I'll gladly adjust. I pursue truth, which harms no one." Notice how he welcomed correction, not as an insult, but as a lesson. He didn't view feedback as defeat. He saw it as a reflection helping him evolve. When we start reading our emotional responses as signs instead of shame, the world changes. Every challenge becomes a teacher. Every delay becomes a drill. Every argument becomes a workshop. Instead of drowning in emotions, you rise above and ask, "What's this showing me about who I am?" And that mindset, that shift from reactivity to self-exploration, is liberating. You stop being at the mercy of others' words and actions. Instead, you become a student of your own soul. The world stops being a battlefield and becomes a classroom. Let's be honest, looking into these mirrors isn't easy. They reflect things we'd rather avoid: insecurity, vanity, jealousy, fear. But the Stoic courage lies in looking anyway. Because once you identify the source, it no longer controls you. Once you work through it, it loses its grip. Here's a tool to use when you're triggered. Pause and ask yourself 3 questions. What exactly am I feeling right now? Why is this feeling showing up? What truth about me does this emotion expose? This self-inquiry turns chaos into clarity. It shifts you from reacting to reflecting. Think of your feelings like dashboard lights. If anger lights up, it doesn't mean someone else did something wrong. It means something inside you is alerting you. If fear appears, it doesn't signal weakness. It signals something within needs attention. Avoiding the signal doesn't solve anything. But listening, that's where growth begins. Seneca once said, No man becomes wise by accident. Wisdom demands honesty, and your reactions are the most honest glimpse you'll ever get of your real self. They peel away the mask and show what's underneath. This reflection isn't always pretty, but it's always liberating, because the moment you accept your reactions as your responsibility, you take your power back. You may not control the world, but you control what it awakens in you. Let this settle deep. No one else is responsible for your inner peace. That's your job. Circumstances don't determine your emotional weather. You do. Reaction is choice, and choice is where your power begins. So the next time life pokes at you, ask yourself, what is this revealing about who I am? Then thank the situation, thank the discomfort. It's showing you the next chapter of your inner work. Because the person who reflects on their reactions, they don't just endure life, they master it. Lesson 3. The inner stronghold, cultivating emotional resilience that endures. True peace isn't found in a life without challenges, it's found in having the strength to face them. No matter how much we hope for stillness, life will always stir the waters. Storms will roll in, people will test our patience, disappointments will arrive unannounced. The ancient Stoics knew this deeply. They didn't live in some peaceful fantasy. They endured wars, betrayals, illnesses, and personal tragedies. Yet they spoke of a kind of calm that nothing could take. Marcus Aurelius described this calm like a sanctuary. He wrote, "People long for escapes, to the countryside, the ocean, the hills. But the most powerful retreat is within. That inner sanctuary is the unshakable fortress. Imagine a stronghold built into solid rock, unmoved by thunder or wind. This is the mind fortified with peace, a mind trained not to seek a softer life, but to develop a stronger self. Most people build their peace on things that are easily disturbed: money, praise, convenience, control. And when those supports are removed, their peace collapses. But Stoic peace is anchored differently. It's built on what cannot be stolen: values, character, clarity, discipline. Epictetus spoke this plainly. Freedom belongs only to those who govern themselves. If you rely on outer conditions for inner stillness, you've handed away your freedom. But if your calm comes from within, no one can shake it. Building this kind of peace requires training. A warrior doesn't wait for war to start sharpening their sword. And you shouldn't wait for crisis to begin preparing your mind. You must strengthen your peace now, before the storm arrives. Each challenge you face becomes a stone in your fortress. Every time you endure, you add another layer of protection. Let's explore the 3 foundational stones of this inner stronghold. 1. Command of thought. You can't manage everything that happens, but you can decide what thoughts you allow to take root. Replace the habit of worry with intentional focus. The Stoics trained themselves to always ask, what's in my control, what's not? Peace begins the moment you stop trying to control what you never could. 2. Mastery of desire. Restlessness often comes from always wanting more praise, more status, more pleasure. But the Stoics remind us, true abundance comes from needing less. When your happiness isn't tied to consumption, no loss can truly harm you. Desire under control equals peace under pressure. 3. Bravery in trouble. Fear robs peace more than anything, but courage, even the quiet, steady kind, becomes your anchor. The Stoics didn't deny fear. They simply refused to let it win. When you choose bravery over panic, you reinforce your fortress wall. Now picture this. Someone slings insults at you. If your self-worth hinges on their approval, your peace crumbles. But if your dignity is self-earned, their words bounce off stone walls. Or imagine losing status or wealth. If your calm is tied to those things, you fall with them. But if your stillness is built on principle, no storm can tear it down. Seneca warned us with truth. He who has courage is truly free. Freedom isn't living without struggle. It's standing tall when struggle comes and not breaking. That's the heart of inner peace. And here's what you must remember. Building this fortress isn't passive. It's not about pretending things don't hurt. It's about facing life head-on, armed with presence, intention, and strength. So here's a practical morning ritual to help you build it. Before starting your day, pause. Close your eyes. Say to yourself, today I may face delays, insults, rejection, or unfairness. But none of these have the power to shake my peace unless I grant them that power. Let that mantra become your armor. And over time, you'll notice a change. The things that once disturbed you will seem distant. The waves will still crash, but your ship will not sway. You will still feel, but you will not be ruled. That's true strength. Think of your inner world like a sacred temple. You wouldn't allow just anyone to walk through with muddy shoes. So why let every situation, every opinion, every emotion trample through your mind? Protect your peace. Guard your calm. Not everything deserves a reaction. Not everything has earned access to your spirit. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, you have control over your mind, not external events. Understand this and you'll discover power. That is the core truth. Your peace isn't out in the world, it lives within. And it grows stronger with discipline, patience, and courage. So when life sends its storms, and it will, stand inside your stronghold. Let the winds howl. Let the chaos swirl. You remain firm because your calm isn't built on sand. It's built on you. Tell yourself with strength and post it in the comments. My peace is my fortress, and nothing can shake it. Lesson 4. The power of redirection, moving with emotion, not against it. When most people hear the word strength, they think of pushing back, standing firm, digging in, resisting pressure. But the Stoics, and many ancient philosophies, recognized something deeper. True strength doesn't always resist. Sometimes it redirects. Here, we borrow a powerful image from the martial art of Aikido. In Aikido, you don't fight force with force. Instead, you absorb your opponent's energy and guide it elsewhere, transforming their attack into an opportunity for balance. Nothing is wasted. Energy becomes movement. In the same way, emotional strength isn't about shutting feelings down or pretending they don't exist. It's about recognizing the raw power in your emotions and turning that power towards something meaningful. The Stoics didn't pretend not to feel anger, fear, grief. They acknowledged them, but they also believed that emotions were tools, only destructive when left wild and undirected. Seneca once wrote, "We are often more terrified by our imagination than by reality itself." What he meant was this: fear, anger, and sorrow carry weight, but that weight becomes dangerous only when you don't know how to carry it. Take anger, for example. Left unchecked, it can damage relationships, cloud your thoughts, and leave deep regrets. But redirected, that same anger can become resolve, perseverance, or even justice. Fear, when not ignored but understood, becomes preparedness. Sadness, when embraced rather than buried, can evolve into compassion and wisdom. That's the essence of emotional Aikido. Not denying your feelings, not letting them rule you, but flowing with them, transmuting them into something higher. Imagine being insulted during a meeting. Your first reaction might be to defend, to lash back. If you resist that reaction by clamping it down, it may fester inside. But if you redirect it, if you breathe, observe, and channel it into focus, you rise above the moment. What was meant to provoke you becomes a stage for your composure. Marcus Aurelius said it simply, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy." Redirection is exactly that, refusing to reflect darkness back, and instead offering strength in its place. Here's a simple 3-step method to practice emotional redirection. Step 1. Identify the emotion, clearly label it. Don't hide from it. Say to yourself, "This is frustration," or "This is fear." Giving it a name weakens its grip. It shifts you from being consumed by it to observing it. Step 2. Understand the energy behind it. Every emotion holds a form of power. Anger is heat, fear is tension, grief is heaviness. Feel that energy without judgment. Ask yourself, what useful direction could this energy take? Step 3. Transform and act. Use the energy. Let anger fuel your boundaries. Let fear sharpen your awareness. Let sadness lead you to deeper connection. Emotions aren't enemies, they're energy. And energy redirected becomes strength. Often, the more we resist an emotion, the stronger it becomes. Fighting it gives it more power. But when you meet it, move with it, shape it, it becomes an ally. Think of water. Water doesn't resist rocks. It flows around them, over them, through them, and over time, it shapes even stone. That's what emotional Aikido looks like in motion, soft but unstoppable. Epictetus reminded us, what happens to you doesn't define you, your response does. And hidden in those words is a deeper truth. How you respond, how you transform that experience, that's what gives it meaning. If someone treats you cruelly, you have 2 options. Let it poison you, or turn it into compassion. Recognize their cruelty may come from pain. Let your response rise from strength, not ego. If life closes a door on your plans, you can fall into despair, or you can shift direction, using disappointment as fuel to forge a new path. This isn't just about preserving your peace, it's about fueling your growth. Every emotion can be converted into something that moves you forward. Nothing needs to be wasted, not even pain. Seneca said it best, "Hardship trains the mind as labor builds the body." That's the Stoic approach. Don't reject your struggles, refashion them into training. So the next time an emotion rises up, don't panic, don't shove it away. Flow with it, shape it, direct it. You are not a victim of your emotions. You are the one who channels them. That's the real mastery. That's emotional Aikido in practice. Say it aloud and drop it in the comments. I turn every emotion into power. Lesson 5. The Phoenix Path, rising renewed from every trial. At some point, life will bring you to your knees. That's not cynicism, it's a guarantee. You will face losses that cut deep, betrayals you didn't see coming, failures that shatter your plans. And when that moment comes, it won't be your fall that defines you. It will be your response. The Stoics saw adversity not as something to run from, but as the forge that strengthens the soul. Suffering was not senseless. It was the fire that revealed your shape. Just as iron is tempered by heat, so too are we refined by hardship. This idea is what we now call the Phoenix Principle, the ability to rise stronger, wiser, and more resilient after every collapse. Like the mythical bird that turns to ash only to be reborn, we too can use ruin as a foundation for our next rise. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action." What stands in the way becomes the way. These are not abstract words. They are a roadmap for rebirth. Obstacles don't block the path. They are the path. When you view pain through this lens, life transforms. Rejection no longer marks the end of your worth. It redirects you toward a better path. Failure doesn't shame you, it teaches. Loss stops being empty. It reminds you of life's fragility and the urgency to live well. This principle doesn't mean pretending everything happens for some divine reason. The Stoics didn't believe in blind optimism. What they taught was something more powerful. Whatever happens, I will give it meaning. I will shape it. I will not let it destroy me. I will let it deepen me. Think back to the most painful moment in your life. Maybe it was heartbreak. Maybe the loss of someone you loved. Maybe the crumbling of something you worked years to build. In that moment, it felt like everything ended. And yet, you're here, still breathing, still standing. That survival is proof that strength already lives inside you. Now imagine not just surviving, but rising greater because of that fall. That's the phoenix within you. Epictetus, who lived much of his life in chains, understood suffering firsthand. Yet he said, hardship reveals the character of a person. Your actions in the ashes tell the truth of who you are. But here's a critical insight. Pain alone doesn't elevate you. Pain without reflection hardens the heart. Pain faced with wisdom transforms the soul. The Phoenix principle is not just about endurance, it's about transformation. Here's how to practice it. Step 1. Radical acceptance. Stop resisting what already is. Don't spend your energy wishing it were different. Accept the reality fully. That's your new starting point. Step 2. Give it meaning. Ask yourself, what is this here to teach me? How can this help me grow? The moment you assign meaning to the suffering, it loses its ability to crush you and becomes fuel. Step 3. Rebuild with purpose. Rising from the ashes doesn't mean returning to who you were. It means becoming someone more grounded, more aware, more whole. Even the fire has a role. Fire not only burns, it cleanses. It removes what no longer serves. After the forest fire, the soil is richer, new growth stronger, the landscape renewed. This is not weakness. This is the art of starting again, wiser than before. Seneca once wrote, "Fire proves gold, suffering proves the strong." You cannot measure your endurance until you are tested. You cannot discover your power until you've been pushed to the edge. The Phoenix principle views difficulty not as a curse, but as the pressure that reveals your true form. It doesn't mean you'll avoid pain. The Stoics never dismissed grief. Marcus Aurelius mourned the deaths of his own children. Seneca poured his heartbreak into his writings. The phoenix doesn't avoid the fire. It rises through it. Think of your scars, physical or emotional. They don't show weakness, they prove healing. Each one is a chapter in the story of your resilience. They are reminders that you endured, you adapted, and you rose again. Here's a practice. When pain strikes, write this somewhere you'll see it daily. This will not break me. It will build me. Repeat it until your soul believes it. Because when you change your story from victimhood to rebirth, the ashes become strength. You are not delicate glass that cracks under pressure. You are steel forged in fire. You are the phoenix. And your design is to rise, not once, but every time life tests you. Stoicism doesn't promise ease. It promises growth through adversity. It teaches you to welcome the fire, not because it's pleasant, but because you trust your ability to rise through it. So the next time the world tries to bury you in grief, disappointment, or loss, remember, this is your forge. This is your trial. This is your chance to rise stronger than you've ever been. Conclusion. The ability to remain grounded in the face of emotion isn't a trick. It's a lifelong practice, a path that takes you deep into your own thoughts, your heart, your reactions. Every principle we explored today, from the strength of pausing, to reflecting on your responses, to building an unshakable center of calm, to transforming your emotions and rising through pain, these are not just ideas. They are your daily tools, your foundation, your roadmap to inner command. Stoicism doesn't promise a life free from difficulty. On the contrary, it assumes you'll be tested. Often, people will challenge you, life will knock you sideways, and sometimes your own thoughts will betray your peace. But if you learn to master your response, if you stop wasting emotional energy and start refining it, if you turn wounds into wisdom and pain into fuel, then you won't merely survive, you will flourish. You will walk through fire untouched. You will meet chaos with clarity. You'll move through life with a freedom few ever know. Because your emotions aren't your enemy, they're messengers. They show you where to grow. Because your stillness isn't passivity, it's power. Because every trial is not an end, it's a test of your foundation. And because every moment, your reaction is your decision, and every decision shapes your strength. So take these principles and apply them. Carry them into your day, into your work, your relationships, your thoughts. Let the sacred pause remind you to breathe before you speak. Let the mirror of truth reveal where you still have work to do. Let the inner fortress become your safe place in life's storms. Let emotional Aikido help you transform pain into motion. Let the phoenix within you rise stronger every time you fall. If this video offered something of value, if it planted even one seed in you, support the message. Like the video. Leave a reflection in the comments. Share it with someone who needs it. Subscribe so you continue walking this path of clarity and strength with us. And as we end, let's make this declaration together. Drop this affirmation below. I pause, I reflect, I adapt, I rise. You have what you need. The wisdom, the discipline, the strength, the control of your mind, your calm, and your path forward is already yours. You just have to choose it.